Hey, good morning. It's Tim O. It is 7 to July 2nd, 2026, 8:48 in the morning, and it's already 84 degrees, and it's going to be sunny and hot, and it's going to be very tough on the older people and people out there with respiratory problems. So please, if you can stay in, please stay in, and if not, you stay hydrated. Today, I wanted to talk about a few things, and one of those things is if you can't believe in anything today, please believe in yourself. Because, a lot of us are doing pretty good. But with the circumstances out there and certain things, if we stay focused on the news and all this depressing stuff that we're hearing, it can really affect us. I haven't watched the news in I don't even know how long, like over 6 years. Every once in a while I'll turn it on just to get a glance. And you know what? Every time I turn it on, it's the same thing. It's just all craziness, and they don't want to talk about the good stuff in the world. And if they do, it's a blip this big. But when it comes to the bad stuff, that's all they want to do. They want to throw that stuff at us. And today, I feel free. What do I mean by that? My heart is free. I may get blue, I may get down about certain things, but I don't let that stuff drag me under. The world is going to be the way it is. In my little section of the world right here, there's nature, there's happiness, there's contentment, and there's a place of like wonder. The animals come. The world is, the world outside that window, it's what it is. Yeah. All I can do for my part is try to bring a positive message, live as much in reality as I possibly can, and to give back to others. Life is an opportunity. We have many opportunities in this world. And, whatever happened yesterday, we learn from the things that we may have failed at, or the opportunities that might not have gone our way. And you know what? We benefit from that. I know I have. I looked at my life, it's like, oh God, I wasted all these years and all this stuff. But I admire the fact that I lived through it. I admire the fact that I had the strength to get back up and to see that life is beautiful. If you want to make it that way. If you want to make it into this down, depressing, and I'm not talking about depression, because I know that that's a whole separate issue. But some people, they just want to fight. They want to they want to argue. They want to communicate all this negative stuff, and I'm just not about that. Is life a dream? Well, I don't know. Do I want to go that far? But I do realize that life is what we make it. And today I want to make it a good day. That's really it. And there's going to be challenges that are going to come my way. I understand that. Maybe not. Maybe it will go smoothly, but it's my duty, really, as a clean and sober guy, to live completely within my own means. I don't want to go way out of the box and start, thinking about stuff and trying to do things that, one, I'm not capable of, and two, in time, if I practice at it or whatever, yeah. But if I take on something today and it doesn't go my way, I got to realize that I don't really know much about that, So maybe it's like, why are you taking that stuff on right now? Maybe do what you can. Life doesn't have to be some big game. I gotta outdo the next guy. I gotta, as long as I show up for this game, if that's what we want to call it, and play it to the best of my ability, then things usually 9 out of 10 times go my way. And I'm not looking for expectations. I'm not looking for expectations from people, places, and things, because Things will let you down. People will let you down. I have let myself down. I have let others down. What can I do? But if I, today, if I make a promise, if I tell somebody I'm going to be there, if I say I'm going to speak at a meeting, if I say I'm going to help you, I show up. The only way I don't show up is if something is friggin' wrong with me and I just can't do it. And when I make you a promise, or when I just, it's not all about promises. It's just like, if I tell you I'm going to be there, I fulfill it. And I know some people that are going through some sorrowful times, and it's tough. They're waking up and they're carrying the weight of the world on them right now. The toughest person to be around is their own selves. And that's tough. But you know what? The thing about it is, and I only speak because I've been there. I'm not going to tell anybody or suggest to anybody something that I don't know, but I've been there. I've been in that situation, and you got to overcome it, or at least give it your best shot. Because living in the past, living in things that have already happened, it just brings you down. I see it all the time. Life is going to be a struggle. So I accept it. I accept it. And some of those struggles have been the greatest teachers of my entire life. And I go with that. And life has its tragedies. It has its deaths. It has its, the sadness that we hear about. But I confront it. I have to accept it. A part of life is death. A part of life is someone falling. I'm in a program where people are such successes, and then I see other people that they fall off and they die. And it's tough. It's tough to watch. But today, I'm going to go out there. It's hot. I'm not going to be a hero here and be walking to Harvard Square and walking back. I'm going to hop on the bus. I'm going to meet my buddy Jim, hopefully, if he's coming out in this. And if not, I'm going to do it on my own. And I'm going to make it an adventure. I'm going to freaking go down there, listen to some hang with some good people at my meeting, have myself a coffee, maybe stop in, take a look at some records, might even buy one, and dare to have a good day. Dare to not set out and just be like, whatever. You gotta, if I'm gonna make it a good day, I have to put some effort into it on my own part. It's just the way it is. And life is about luck. Yeah. I believe that. Some of us get lucky and we walk away from stuff that was killing us. Some don't. Some of us make it in anything, in jobs, in life, in marriages, and some don't. It's the way it is, man. But life, to me, these days, are precious, and that's why I work out, and that's why I watch. I got diabetes now because I did whatever the hell I wanted, even in recovery. I eat what I want, whatever, and now I gotta watch what I'm doing. I can still eat, but I gotta do it in moderation, eat some good food, go to the gym, walk when it's not 100 degrees out, and go to my meetings, keep my mind, body, and spirit alive. That's what I gotta do. I don't want to destroy myself today. I don't want to destroy myself for no reason at all. I'm blessed, and many of us are. I might not have a lot, but what I do, I shouldn't say I might not have certain things, but I have so much. And that's what I focus on. Used to be all the stuff, I don't have this, I don't have that, this guy's better than me, That's all bullshit as far as I'm concerned. I have a lot, and the things that I have, I cherish. And I cherish a dollar. I didn't grow up rich, so I'm not throwing money around like a drunken sailor. And I did that when I was juicing. That's why I had nothing. I wasn't like I was working at the president of General Motors. I was a laborer. I was, I did my thing. But, Life is precious, and I don't want to destroy it. And life is life. Life is going to happen. We have to live on life's terms. It's tough, but we can be tougher. So fight for it. Fight. You're worth it. It's worth the battle. Nothing easy comes to us, you know. I mean, usually the things that mean the most, you gotta put a little effort into. You gotta fight for it. And I'm not talking about, you know, taking on the world. Just try to make it a good day today. If you're feeling kind of low, feeling kind of down, do the best you can. And that's it. If you like this video, please drop it a like. If you want to subscribe, please do. It's about positivity. We got enough negativity in the world, and there's a lot of good things that are going on. One's right here. Just by getting up, taking a breath, looking around at my surroundings. I got a place, I got a roof over my head. My girl's got a car, we're gonna jump in it and go do what we need to do. Got a lot. I don't need everything. It's not all about what I want, it's what I need. So listen, enjoy your day. If somebody's hurting today and they need to hear a little positivity, please share this with them. And if not, just take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Stay out of the direct heat if you got some problems with the breathing and stuff. And give it hell. Talk to you later.